Hi, I'm Rebecca Brand, and I just got a brand new electric bike. It's an HJM bike. I've noticed that since the pandemic, electric bikes have been so popular, and I really wanted to get one, but I didn't know which one to get. And I love this Turi step-through bike. They delivered the HJM bike right to my house. There it is, right in front of my garage door. And then I went about assembling it. It only took about 30 minutes. It has a great owner's manual that has all the instructions on how to do it. It came with its own toolkit, and these are the tools I got. Everything I needed. So this is my very first ride on my HJM bike. Let me show you how it works. To turn it on, you press the middle button, it's the I button, and the display lights up nice and bright. I've charged it overnight, so it's at 100% charge. And this is the shift here. And so with no power at all, you can decide if you want easy or difficult. And you can shift like this when you're riding the bike. And on the handlebars, there's two brakes. This is the front brake, and on the right hand is the back brake. And this is the one you want to start first because you want your back tires to slow down. You don't ever want to hit the front, you want to hit the back first. I'm sitting on the seat, my foot's on the pedal, and now we're gonna go. I'm gonna hit the motor, woo! It's an all-terrain bike with a really powerful motor, and that means it can go fast and travel a very long distance, up to 45 miles. That's the latest in motor technology. HJM has woven that into this new bike. Because of those knobby wheels, it's going to grip surfaces really well. And that's great if you're going off-road. It creates a lot of friction, so if you're going over leaves or rocks or surfaces that aren't really dependable, gravel, it's going to give you a lot of traction so you don't slip off. It doesn't slide out from underneath you. That's a really safe and smart feature. I had to go down a really steep hill. It had a lot of rocks and sticks and tons of leaves, but with my HJM electric bike, I was able to go down that hill with the security of knowing I wasn't going to slip or fall or slide out. It felt really secure getting down that steep hill. In my backyard, I have a really big lawn, so I wanted to test it out on my lawn. There's a lot of times you might want to cut across the lawn and the path where you want to go bike riding. This is my backyard, and it's a great place for me to practice off-road riding! Woo! It's very maneuverable. I can get between the hammock and the tree swings. Oh, wow. This is so fun. It's easy. Here I am going at different speeds. I'm pedaling, and that was pretty easy. They have 7 gears, so I can choose the gear that makes it most comfortable for me. It's pretty flat here, so it's a middle gear. That will give me some exercise. Now I'm riding it just with the electric feature. I like that feature best. It's more fun. It's easier for me. The bike feels really solid. I really wanted an all-terrain bike so I could do things like ride on grass. It's really quite amazing. And the ride is very stable. It's not too bumpy. The shocks on the bike are so well that I'm not going to feel the gopher holes. It gives me a smooth ride on rough terrain. And now I need to get back up that hill to go on some street riding. The traction is great. You can see how the electric bike just as easily as I'd come down. What comes down's got to go up, and here I am going up. Easy peasy and no stress to me. I don't have to huff and puff. That bike just took me up with that great battery. It's a 750 watt geared hub motor. So the peak torque output is fast and the maximum torque output range is wide. And the low torque state also has good acceleration performance without any frustration. I'm not huffing and puffing. I'm not frustrated. The low torque up the hill really is great. And there the motor is located on the bike right there. That's that powerful motor. The battery is an LG 48 volt 14A battery, and that's a large capacity battery. And that ensures I can do those long distance riding so I don't get stuck or use it longer without having to power it. It's a BMS battery system, and that ensures that the battery's in good conditions and to extend the lifetime of the battery. It charges with a 5-volt USB charge support system, or also just plugging it into the wall. And that battery will take me about 30 miles. That's long distance. That way I'm not going to get stuck somewhere because I may not have it in me to get myself back up hills in my neighborhood. The display in the light, it's right in the middle of the handlebar, so it's really easy to see. It's a full color LCD display. The LCD backlight is clearly visible at night or in the sun. It's waterproof in case you get a rain, and also dustproof in case you go in the dusty hills. It'll show you with the battery remaining, your riding speed, your pedal assist level, single mileage, headlight on and off, all the things I like to know when I'm riding. And braking is so important when you're on a bike. You don't want to have just the front brakes work because you can flip over. They have the new high-tech disc braking system. It's a double disc brake system, and it's a top quality of Tektro double 180 millimeter disc brake system. It's really smooth when I brake with a very quick response. And brakes can get a lot of heat in them, so it has rapid heat dissipation. It also has an automatic power off function of the brake, and that greatly shortens your braking distance. Keep in mind, if you're on a dry surface, it's going to brake much quicker than on a wet surface. It's about 13 feet if it's dry and about 20 feet if it's wet. Here's what it looks like when I'm braking in different kinds of surfaces. It's so smooth, it's so easy, and the braking system feels so good in my hands too. It's got a firm grip, so I know it's working. I have a lot of confidence when I'm doing the braking. And those tires, look at that knobbiness on them, and those are anti-puncture. What that means is rubber is really thick and a special rubber to avoid flats. This special heavy-duty rubber will help you in all the different terrains you might want to ride the bike on. The 3D pattern around the tire enhances wet traction and also reduces the risk of hydroplaning. Now let's talk about the frame of the bike. That's top end and high technology. And that's going to give you a great balanced performance between strong and stiffness. And the frame's been highly tested over 100,000 times for each type of torquing: vertical, horizontal, and also pedal fatigue. And as you're holding on to the left handle, the e-bike is activated at a uniform speed of about 6 miles an hour. It has an RST suspension fork, and that's great because you can turn it on or off the function for different terrains, because sometimes it's just too much bouncing and you want to change that tension. And the taillight's even powered up, so it goes on, like if you want to signal left or signal right, and even with an emergency light. The front lights also go on and off automatically. They sense if you need to have lights on. What a neat feature. I can't believe a bicycle has that. I know my car does, but a bike? The pedals have an anti-skid nail surface and widened pedal design, so that makes my feet fit in there and stick on there really well with a lot of traction. It's great for anti-skid, and it also makes long distance riding really comfortable. There's an easy rotation of the pedal without pressure, which improves my riding efficiency. It has a really interesting 7-speed gear shift system. It's called a Shimano 7-speed gear system. And that allows me to shift up or down quickly, even when I'm riding at really high speed. I like the easy access and the way the gears work because I can then add to my riding experience by giving my body a workout. But then when it gets too difficult, I can shift down or shift up, and then I can also enjoy the electric part of the bike when it gets too much for me. This makes a really efficient workout. The seat is a Velo leather seat. It's really comfortable to ride on. I can go for hours on this seat. I love the rack in the back, so I could put groceries or things I'm hauling. It's a full 19 inches. The seat's adjustable between 30 inches and 39 inches. And those wheels are 26 inches in diameter and 4 inches wide. The total length of the bike is 77 inches, and the handlebar height can go from 39 inches to 45 inches. The best part of the bike is the fun you have on it. I really had a great time riding this bike. I feel so free, and I know I'm not going to get myself in trouble by having to ride home up a hill when I really don't feel like it. And if you click the link in my description box, you get a free basket and a free rack just by buying the bike. That's a deal, because in my world, I need a little basket in case I'm calling in company. I need to brush my hair. I'm Rebecca Brand. Subscribe to my channel and ring the bell above to get notified of my next video, and let's keep making great recipes in life. And this time, it's a recipe for fitness and fun with this HJM electric bike. See you next time. I gotta go visit my friend. Oh, and one more thing. If you like this video, click the ones over here. I think you might like them as well.